folks, I'm back at the allotment. Sorry for my absence. It's been a bit of a hard week. I don't know what I'm hoping I've got it in a decent enough spot. Well, as you're going to see in a few minutes, my allotment has kind of gone to pot a bit. It's going overgrown. I'm losing seedlings in the tunnel. Just haven't been able to get up there, but hopefully I'll be able to salvage something, and we'll just have to see how it goes. But what I'd like to say is I thought I was prepared for a situation like this, you know, with my mum being ill and that. I thought my allotment would cope pretty well with this. I was wrong. I've got to re-look at things to make it even more friendly in case of situations like this to happen again, which, let's face it, I'm most likely going to. So anyway, yeah, it's gave me a lot to think about. Hopefully, once I've just done a little bit of scrimming around and touch things up, it's not going to look too bad, and I'm hoping that I may be able to get up the allotment this afternoon. But as it stands, I've got so many people coming for my mum, like carers and occupational therapists, and I have to be there because we've got to get her walking out of the house and this and that. And then we've got people who overview this visiting, and then people are putting things onto the house, you know, handles and all sorts of things. So time's really short. You know, it's been a very tearful month, to be honest, hence my hair's nearly gone grey. But anyway, I'm going to let the hens out now, let them have a little sniffle around. I'm going to check on the eggs, and then I'll show you around the allotment. So let's just aim so you can see the hens. I'll bring it round here. There's 5 eggs straight away, folks. Let's go and have a look, see what else is in there. And another 3, so we've got 8 eggs today. Yeah, babies. Yeah. 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 Okay folks, so that's my quickie done with the hens this morning. I'm going to do a bit of watering. I'm going to show you around the plot shortly. I'm going to pick some rhubarb. Then all being well, fingers crossed, we can start to get back into a bit of a routine. I did actually have a good night's sleep last night, first time in 2 weeks, well 4 weeks to be honest. Got 7 hours in. My mum and dad got some sleep in as well, but still a lot of catching up. But I'm feeling more myself. I'm not feeling like a zombie or, you know. So feeling a bit more positive that I was been really down this last few days. I'll get there. It'll just make it more interesting for you lot seeing me struggle away, won't it? I haven't had a chance to even look at the strawberries and that properly yet, so when I take you around you'll be seeing the surprises as I do, because my mind's just been elsewhere. Right, so I'll be back shortly. Okay folks, well as you can see, just look at that. I'm so ashamed. Look at that, it's just overgrown. But thankfully I've brought the battery up for the strimmer, so hopefully I'm going to be able to at least tidy some of this up. So let's have a look around, see how things are going. You can see the water system's working well on the polytunnel. And just look at the potatoes. These are Aaron Pilot and Picasso down here. Got a few weeds. That's not going to take too. Oh, we've got some outdoor flowers. Some flowers on the strawberries. Okay, that's good. Now what were these? These were Sarpo Kifley, I think it is. So you can see they're through, and these are just popping through. That potato there is the Sarpo Mira experiment one from my challenge. So I better put this video into there so you can see. Right, so let's have a look. The blueberry looks as though it's flourishing in this bucket. It's looking all right. The autumn raspberries, right, 1, 2, 3, they're fine. 4. Oh, and we've got signs here, that's 5. This one is probably dead. I've got a feeling, but we'll leave it and see what happens. Now, if you look here, that's died. Now, what was that? Was that a gooseberry? Yeah, that was a gooseberry. That's dead. Having said that, I've got some weeds in here. It's just, I know it's twitch, it needs to be taken out, but that's a gooseberry. That's okay. These, oh god, I should have labelled them up, shouldn't I, folks? Loganberry. Almost certain Loganberry. And that's a Loganberry, I think. Or is it a gooseberry? I'm going to have to... It's a gooseberry, isn't it? Yeah, it's a gooseberry. Okay, so... Now just look at the beds. The self-setters and the ones what I've sprinkled. So you can see the Californian poppies, calendulas, foxgloves, various other things will be popping up in here which I don't know yet about. So it's going to be a bit difficult to tell weed from a flower, but I'll get there. I can see dandelions and certain other weeds in here what need to be sorted out. Obviously I've got to be very careful because a lot of these flowers and that look very similar. So what I may have to do with these beds is let things grow. Right folks, we've got poppies in here in between the gooseberries, and the rest I think I'm just going to get that all weeded, so that'll be a job. The 2 gooseberry bushes are now out fully in leaf and doing well. It looks as though the foxglove bed there is going to look quite good. The gooseberry, not the gooseberry, the loganberry against the fence there is okay. Now let's have a look at these strawberries. Right, we've got flowers on these as well, and look how they're grown. As I say, this lot is going to be quite easy to, it won't take much to sort the weeds out, so yeah. But where my biggest concern is all the weeds under the loganberries and along the edges and the raspberries. I just need some time. I just need some hour. I need about 30 hours to get in. No, maybe 20 hours of work in here I need to find to. But just look at the rhubarb. Can you see this? This is over 3 foot high, this composter, and you can see that the rhubarb is higher than that. And over there, over the end there, and then the main rhubarb is at the back there. I'm going to actually film myself picking that because you need to see the size of that. Let's have a look at the plum tree, because I don't think we're going to get the plums on here this year. I think they came at the wrong time. The frost folks. Oh, now how wrong was I, eh? There's 2 straight away and they've set. So it's not going to be like last year where I had hundreds on here. I'm just having a careful look, sorry folks about this. Okay, so there's not many on here, but there is going to be some. Yeah, there's another. Yeah, so a lot of it. Okay, so we won't get many. We might be talking about maybe, I don't know, looking at it at the minute, we could get maybe 50 off here this year. I don't think we're likely to get many more. Now, as far as the pear trees go, the pear trees are full. You can see the little swellings where the flowers were. This is going to be a bumper year for pears, as long as the June drop doesn't cause too much issue to them. Can you see how the flowers, because that's because they've been caught by the frost. Yeah, a lot of these are dead. So it looks as though certainly this tree is not going to have many either, this pear tree. Look, there's one. You can see them, one there, 2, 3, 4. It's going to have a few, but not like last year. So what's this one like? Yeah, can you see how they're all gone dark? That's the frost. Can you see that? If you look at those, they're going to be alright. But these brown here, no good. Quick look at the tree. I mean, when you go higher up, funny enough, there's a lot more. So, you know, this tree could still have, by the looks of it, may have well over 100 on it. Let's have a look at the other plum tree. Again, it's all been caught by the frost. Can you see, folks? We've got some. Just looking very carefully. No, not going to be many on here, folks, this year. I'm going to have to look at the ones at home, aren't I, and see whether the fruit trees are any better there. Right, you need to keep your fingers crossed for me, folks, that the apple tree does well. It's looking loaded. Ooh. Oh, and this pear tree, is loaded. Absolutely loaded. There's hundreds on here. They've all taken. There's hardly any which has been caught by frost on here. Okay, folks. Right. Oh, potatoes down here. These are... Oh God, the writing's come off. I know that these are those Kifley ones. Sarpo Kifley, I remember. So they're coming through in here and here. They've all been put in later, so we're not expecting anything to come through on those yet. Nor on all the potatoes which are down here, because they're all been done later. Okay, right, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim down some of this grass along here, just to try and tidy things up a bit, and then I'll have to get working on it when I've got more time. Let's have a quick peep on these. Oh, the loganberries, folks. There's lots of activity where the flowers are going to come out soon, so hopefully these will miss the frost. There's one or two which have been out earlier, so we're not going to have as many on here as last year, nor are we going to have as many on here as last year, because the plants have been thinned down quite a lot. But I think we'll still do all right. We're just having a quick peep at the gooseberry. Yeah, look, little gooseberries, folks. Let's have a look. If you go underneath and you look, you can see that there's a... Let's have a peep. There you are, folks. Can you see them all down here? Yeah, there's a few on there, folks, but not as good as last year, down to all those wicked frosts we've had. I don't know whether this one's any better. Yeah, you can see there's so many of these have been caught by the frost. So many. Oh, it's been a wicked year for the frost, for the soft fruit, folks, but never mind. There's still a fair few on there. And I guess this one at the back here, this one might... Yeah, that one's loaded. And they're about... Some of those are already marble size. So that's alright. Okay, so get the strimmer out, 5 minutes strimming just to make me feel better. I'm just having a quick peep in the netted area. The strawberries have grown, we've got flowers on them in there as well. So I guess things could be a lot worse. Okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay folks, well I didn't get to show you this at the allotment, but I've brought it home. I've topped and tailed it, and this is all off 2 plants. Same 2 plants that I picked a couple of days ago. Now just look at some of these pieces, can you see? Look at that, it's 3 fingers thick. It is massive. It'll give you an idea, it's about 2.5 inches, that's 62.5 centimetre. Yeah. So, yes, millimetres, sorry. So, I think there's about £15 of rhubarb here. We've already put in, I think it was £13 the other day, so there's £28 just off 2 pickings, off 2 plants. I've got 11 plants on the allotment. Some of it's just on its way, so there's going to be more than enough to keep. The young one over there. Say hello, Mum.
Hello.
Yeah. Say thank you to all you all the good wishes. You had about 150 of them, I think.
Oh yes, thank you very much.
She's feeling a lot brighter. We actually got a good night's sleep last night, didn't we? First one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you are, folks. So I'm going to leave it with that picture. Thanks for watching. Hello folks, well sometimes it's just nice to get to the allotment and just have a coffee break and just listen to the sounds of the cockerels and the hens, etc. And just take in smell the fresh air, the farm air, and watch the house martins fly. Saw my first one, well, noticed my first ones yesterday. I'm sure they've been here for a while, but it was the first time that I've actually paid attention, and that was a wonderful sight. It's a sight that we always tend to celebrate when we see our first house martin or swallow each year. Anyway, here we are folks. This is I'm sitting at the communal sit-down area, and we've got a few flowers down here, and then I'm just looking across and you can see my allotments down in the distance down there, just over there. And here's the chap's allotment with all the birds, all the cockerels, hens and ducks and what have you. And that's just everyone else's. So you can see that I'm not the only one who's behind. Mind you, this chap here he's not really interested in the veg side, it's more of his poultry. And as you can hear from this afternoon, it's just as windy as this morning. So I'm hoping you can see me okay. And that's it folks, I've only just got here, I'm going to have a coffee break. I have to admit, I've got some clubs here folks, I'm not going to eat those, but I have just had 3 of these Mr. Kipling chocolate slices. Now I'm full, because I did have my dinner before I came. So I'm going to have a coffee break, and then I'm going to potter down to my allotment and maybe get on with some transplanting or some weeding. I'll see what I fancy doing, just for an hour. And oh, somebody else is just coming. I think it's Ray. Okay then folks, I'll be back later. Okay folks, I've started to do a bit of weeding, a bit of work at last after a month of doing nothing on the plot. Nothing much anyway. So I've gone through got most of the weeds out, not all of them. I've missed one there, haven't I? A big one, get that out. I've put in a few lettuce. And I've got some lettuce I put inside in the tunnel. I haven't basically got the space to put them out anywhere. So, because it's kind of thrown me all out with my organisation, but never mind. So I've done that. I've had to plant out some sweet peas because they got the colours going funny. I don't know whether you can pick that up on the video. That's used up all the nutrients and they're getting too hot for them. So they've gone out. Hopefully they'll recover. So they've gone along there. I've started on the weeding, so you can see under the loganberry. Now, under loganberries and raspberries, it's most important that you actually keep the undergrowth clear. If you don't, what happens is it can introduce this condition which basically kills off the stem. It goes. Oh, sorry, phone call. I'll talk again tomorrow, folks. Sorry, folks. That's the problem with being a carer. You get called upon. I've got to get basically off now. So I just want to say I've started on the weeding. I've done a bit of planting. I'm going to continue with all the weeding all along this side because once that's all tidied. Oh yeah, that was it. You've got to keep the raspberries and loganberries clear. Because what will happen is, I can't remember whether it's a disease or a condition or whatever, but it will basically cause the stems to turn like a grey colour, and basically once that goes all the way around, it basically kills the stem off. So yeah, don't let it go overgrown for too long. Rhubarb, by the way, folks, this morning I picked actually £8 got put into the freezer, but there was another. I gave some away. I've put some more sweet peas along this side here, and I've still got more growing, but I thought they might as well be put in rather than let them die. The ones which are still growing, then I'll put them in areas where I really need, where I want them. Whereas these were in a rush, and I think I'd decided I wanted them along this fence here anyway. But there you are. Sometimes you have to make decisions very quickly. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get back up here in the afternoon and just do a bit more weeding and get on top of this side here, and it will look a lot better. It really looks a mess at the minute. It's quite embarrassing, but that's it. That's life, isn't it? Okay then, folks, once again, thank you for everyone who's been supporting me. I'm so sorry that I've not replied to your comments. Normally I do, I do, but I just wasn't in the state to do that. So if you've commented, I've not replied or not liked, then I apologise. I have read every comment and I'm very much appreciated. My mum's been so happy that you've supported her through this time, and let's hope that I can get back into the swing of things and do some interesting videos for you. There will be, I can tell you, there's going to be another garden show. We're going to the Harrogate Flower Show in, I think it's August. So we'll be there, and I certainly won't be forgetting my camcorder at that time. Alright then, folks, until tomorrow, bye.